the first moving trailer of Roger Federer's Amazon Prime series. The new docu-series, which will focus on Federer's last days at the 2022 Laver Cup, will be available on Prime Video from 20th of June. Almost 2 years have passed since Roger Federer gave his farewell to tennis. The Swiss Maestro chose the Laver Cup 2022, surrounded by his family, his friends and rivals, in what was one of the most engaging and exciting moments in the history of tennis. For me, who has followed tennis since childhood and who followed Roger from the beginning of his career to the end, it was a very emotional and nostalgic moment to relive the last days of Federer's career. Amazon Prime has produced a docu-series that tells the story of the last days that accompanied Roger Federer to the Laver Cup. Amazon has shared the first trailer for the series titled 12 Final Days. 20th June is the launch date of the series reserved for Prime subscribers. In the release trailer, Federer asks his audience, "Ready?" while sitting on a desk. On the table in front of him, the paper containing the words with which he declared his retirement from tennis. The series will retrace, in all likelihood, the most important stages in the history and career of Federer, the first player to reach 20 Grand Slam titles, then overtaking Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, but above all, it will focus on the last moments Roger lived at the Laver Cup in the company of Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray and the other champions present at the event. A few months ago, in an interview with GQ Sport, Federer talked about many interesting topics from his new life without tennis to his passions, his rivals and contemporary tennis. Tennis was my identity, but I did not just do that every day. I'm a father, a husband and a son. Playing tennis was my hobby and then it turned into my job. But I always tried not to identify myself only as a tennis player. I think this mentality has been a strong point of mine throughout my career. I knew that one day I would have to live without playing tennis. I don't actually miss tennis. I feel really at peace. Maybe because I know that my knee and my mind don't allow me to be on the pitch. I gave it everything I had and I feel at peace now. I love playing tennis with my children. I always thought about what it would be like to play without having the goal of improving. Who cares if I miss a forehand anymore? I think it was quite easy to dive into life after tennis. I actually don't have enough time in the day. I love being surrounded by people and friends and I'm very sociable. I think it helped that I did not have to sit alone in a room. I feel like minutes matter more now than before. I don't know if it's also an age thing. You feel like time is slipping away from you and you still have a lot to accomplish, he told. In the same interview, Federer also talked about the Amazon Prime docu-series. It was something I did not want to do. It's like writing a book. I did not want to write a book. I was not ready to write my story, so I was never an idea. Then, when the end approached and the once Laver Cup was set, the question was, do we want to document something? Maybe more for my story, for my children, for friends, coaches and my team. How about we film some stuff? Then at least we would have something because we have almost no behind the scenes of my life because I never want anyone around. So they came and I said, well, you probably want to see before, during and after the meeting. And then Joe said to me, hey, I have so much footage and it's so incredible that it would be a waste not to share it. Can I suggest you 1 hour documentary? And I'm like, okay, sure, but that's not the point. But yes, of course, let me see. And it's super emotional, hard to watch. I watch it with Mirka and Tony got sick and we think, oh my god, wow. And immediately afterwards we found ourselves making an hour and a half of film. As if it were the last 12 days of my life. I went to a screening the other day. It was tough. I cried like 6 times. I think there are many moments where you feel the suffering I was talking about. You see end and there's this final point, but it's beautiful. But probably for me too, for an emotional point of view. It was hard. I wonder how the viewer will see it, but I think maybe it's very nice and that for many athletes, it will be nice to see how I came out. he explained. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.